Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good to see you again, and we've got some more Uta games. I have been messing with a deck list, and I got a new build that I've been running that I'm actually really happy with, and it's been super fun. Just took it to locals last night, had a good time. I'm up against my man Trey, and you guys know I usually have the matches like sped up quite a bit, but this match was quite quick. Actually, it was pretty fast, so we didn't really need to speed it up. Both of us were not really taking much time on our turns, and we just kind of did our thing. So it was cool. We just kind of went, and there was no problem at all. I just used the new Genesis, though. I'm just going to restand that Dawn, and then we're going to take a look at the top three. I do end up finding a 7-cost Luffy. Gotta take it. You know, you gotta have your boy here. And without Luffy, this matchup, it can be quite annoying, but I am just going to go ahead and throw down that Bartolomeo, if I'm not mistaken, on the first turn. I'm just thinking of whether I want to or not, but yeah, I just want to get that Barto down just so I can restand a lot of my characters pretty easily. And with 3 Dawn, he could either have the Sparrow, or we're just going to see maybe like an attach 1 or attach 2, but with a 5k swing, we know Pero is coming down. So I'll go ahead and take that first life, no problem, for free. And then we get the Sparrow onto the board. I'm like, ugh, alright. But this new list is going to be changing up things a little bit. I've got a SuperNova searcher in here using the Bonnie to find myself the 7-cost Luffy as well as the 8-cost Kid. And I'll go ahead and swing 5, though. I just want to see what happens with a little 5k poke. He is going to take this, and no trigger for him this turn. I'm happy about it. And I get the Zoro onto the board, though. Zoro makes getting Sparrow off the board very easy. It makes, you know, swinging into life a lot easier as well. Katakuri does end up bricking a lot of times in hand as far as counter power is concerned. So it's either like... I've noticed that there's almost no middle ground for Katakuri. It just seems like a lot of the times it's going to be a lot of counter power in hand or absolutely none whatsoever. But is going to choose to rest 4, playing down the Cracker, and passes it over. Doesn't attack with Sparrow, wants to wait till I start to rest some of my characters. So makes sense. However, he does have me at 3 life right now. You know, having me at 3 life, I'm like, okay, I don't think I want to start attacking like crazy this turn as well. I'm just kind of considering the order I want to do this in. So I'm going to go 6 with Zoro, though. We are going to get a 2k Bej out of hand for that. And then I'll go another 6k poke, revealing that Backlight. Backlight is super clutch in early stages as well as late stages of this game. But I am just going to play down the Bonnie. I'll tap 1 to take a look at the top 5. I'm definitely looking for 8-cost Kid here, but since we didn't find it on this search, I do end up seeing the Zoro. So I just get a 1k counter to hand, and then I can put the rest down to the bottom. I'm not too, upset at bottom decking like a lot of the searchers and whatnot. It's kind of irrelevant for me. I'm like, all right, cool. I know that I'm just going to be playing 7-cost Luffy next turn, so I don't really plan on doing a lot of searching. But I'll just go ahead and tap the Bartolomeo just to restand the Zoro. I want to make sure that I have my swings and he won't have the removal for them. But a 5k into Barto is going to be good, and then we're definitely going to have to let the Bonnie go as well. Unfortunately, I didn't have the blocker Uta at the time, I don't think, because I would have liked to put that down. But with the 7-cost Linlin, I'm just considering whether I want to trash the life or let him gain 1. In this position, I don't really care that much. I think that letting him have 1 wouldn't be that bad, but I do choose to trash and go for the Zoro. I wanted to play a little more offensively and, really go for, some large swings this turn. A lot of just low swings and play the 7-cost Luffy. So since we are on the even curve, I can't afford to just leave the Dawn attached to Uta and go ahead and swing 6. I'll go 5 into the Sparrow. I want to see if he'll let it go, and he does counter out. I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to go back to life. So I'll go 6 to life here. I just wanted to see if he would let Pero go here. But he is just going to get the Brûlée off trigger. And now I can get Luffy down. And I realized that as I'm about to play Uta, I'm like, why would I play defensively? When, you know, if he's just going to attack life, or if he's going to attack my board, I don't really need to block super heavy. I can just play the 4-cost Zoro. So I think that was something that was kind of bouncing through my head. And I was like, yeah, I can just get Zoro down, and I think we're good. But he's only got 5 cards in hand. He's at 9 Dawn. I know that next turn I'm going to want to pressure him enough that he can't play down 10 Mom if he does have it in hand. But we have an extremely wide board. He has a lot of opportunity as well. Between all of the different swings, he could try and like pick off my board as much as possible, but we'll see a 5k into Usopp, and we have a very healthy hand full of counter, so I'm just going to go ahead and counter out with a Bartolomeo here. We'll see a 7k swing, and I believe this is going into the rested Zoro this time, if I'm not mistaken. So he's just thinking about whether he wants to go Usopp or Zoro, but does go for the Zoro here, takes a look at the top life, and places that down to the bottom. I'm like, okay, we got Beji down at the bottom of the life, you know, because Yellow's always got it. They never miss. But an 8k into Zoro, I will just block and give him a 2, because I look at how much Dawn he has left. He's got 8, so it makes me feel as though we're going to be seeing 8-cost Katakuri here. I'll just go ahead and counter out again. We're saving everything on the board. I'm trying to go as, you know, like, I'm trying to stay as wide as possible so that I can just defend the following turns, but realistically go for, you know, go for game this turn. If not, get him down to 0 life and potentially like 1 less character on board and not have to worry about, you know, the potential lethal the following turn. We also know that we have that Uta blocker in hand, so I can just restand my Luffy, so it makes a 7k swing pretty free here. He's only got 4 cards in hand to work with, and I'm just kind of thinking to myself, okay, like, so what's the order I should be going? I don't really want to swing into Pero first, but knowing me, I might end up making that mistake. Not entirely sure. Just looking over my hand, though, with Backlight, I think I also have I'm Invincible, so just kind of considering what my options are right now. And I genuinely feel as though I might have like a potential lethal this turn. I am just going to go 6 to life, and I end up drawing into a Zoro. We'll see what he does. Does he have a 2k counter to get out of it? It looks as though he has a Sanji blocker in hand. I don't know if he does have any 2ks, so this 6 might just get through, and it looks like it will. Putting down the Brûlée blocker. Now I can probably, if 6k was good the first time, I'm going to try 6 again just to see, you know, how he responds. You know, will he give me 2 1k counters? Does he have a 2k in hand? So with the 6, he is just going to block with Brûlée. I'm starting to think that 6 is the perfect number. So I'll go 6 to life yet again. He is going to take this, and now I know that I'm in a pretty decent position to go for game. I still have that restand in hand, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe we do not. Maybe we just have Backlight. Yeah, I think we actually just have Backlight. But now I'm just kind of considering, okay, if it is the Beige, then I might need to not swing with 7-cost Luffy. But with Uta in hand, I can restand it pretty easily, and then I can use Usopp to, you know, get something else off the board. So I don't feel terrible about just going for the 7 here. I'm just going to go 7 to life. You know, it's kind of testing the waters. Do you have the counter? And if not, what is the answer that you have in life? It does end up being a Sanji, and he gets to pitch a card for that, being the 7-cost Linlin, but now I know that I have game for sure. I can just rest 2. I can use the Backlight to get rid of Sanji here, and then I can attach the rest to Usopp and just go for game. Just small swings, incrementally whittling down Katakuri's, you know, life. I didn't have to worry too much about, you know, how that was going to play out. It just kind of works. Like, if you're going for it, you got to go for it. And Yeah, that's why I had the backlight, was just in case, like, I could go through a blocker. But I had the 7-cost Luffy into the Uta, and then I could restand my 7-cost Luffy there, so it just felt like that was the best play for me at the very end of the game. But yeah, worked out really well against Katakuri, and I've actually got some fantastic matchups coming up over the next few days. I've got one against Nami, which was extremely annoying, but it was really fun. And then I had one against Red Purple Luffy, which was also a really back and forth match. And I think I also had, I guess, another two against, one against Zoro and Ace. So a couple of fun matches coming up, but I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. Happy Valentine's Day to anyone out there enjoying it. And other than that, I will catch y'all in the next one, all right? Peace.